So in today's video, we're going to be going over some of the best practices to use for your TikTok ad creatives. Marketing on TikTok is so much more different than on Facebook. And because of that, a lot of people that actually go onto TikTok really struggle with it at first. So I'm going to be going into this a little bit. I'm going to be explaining what is the best thing to do, what not to do, and simply some ideas for you guys to implement into your marketing campaigns. So before we jump into some guidelines and best practices, first thing we should do is actually see how a TikTok ad actually looks. So as you can see right here, this is the For You page. So when someone is scrolling through their page and their For You, they're gonna every once in a while get an ad. And right here in this little area, profile picture of whatever you choose, they're gonna have the option to like it, to comment, to share it. And then there's going to be a little music right here. Down here is going to be the CTA, so your call to action. And this is actually going to pop up after 5 seconds. So here it says 9 seconds, but it really pops up at 5 seconds. So this is for a app download. In this case, it's going to have the app name and all the information here, and you're going to be able to click on it and download straight from here. And this is going to show you all the information down here. So at first, it's actually going to look more like a normal TikTok, to be honest, because looking at it, it really looks like a normal TikTok. The only thing that sets it apart is that this little sponsor thing right there, and obviously the CTA. But otherwise, I mean, if someone's just scrolling through, they might not even notice it. And that's what sets TikTok so apart from everyone, because at first you won't even realize it's an ad. So more people are more likely to actually watch an ad without even ever realizing it, which is pretty cool. Here's all the information. You can see everything. The next thing that's very important is you obviously want to actually make your ad look good. In order to do that, your resolution needs to be 9:16 and should be 1080 by 1920. If you've advertised on Snapchat, if you've used Instagram stories, chances are you're already familiar with this resolution. So it's not that hard when people make their ads. I've personally actually made a lot of my ads on Canva, and it's really easy. You just log in, and in the top right, before you create your canvas, you just quickly click on the resolutions, and I always set mine to 1080 by 1920, and it's super easy to go from there. Your ad can be from 5 to 60 seconds long. However, TikTok themselves recommends your ad to be 9 to 15 seconds at the most. Majority of the advertisements that I've seen on the TikTok Creative Center, or the ones that are just the top performers, were 15 seconds at max. There was like one in the recent top 5 that was like around 41 seconds, but it's an outlier. It's very, very rare for that to happen. So because sound is very important in a TikTok, you actually really want to find ways and implement it into your ad. So right now I'm going to play a video for you guys. You're going to see it, and it's going to be very bare bones, to be honest with you. It's not like anything crazy. It's just got the ideas behind it, but it's not actually going to be one of those performers, because once again, this was something made very, very quickly for your guys so that I could quickly explain the structure, how it works, what you should be going for, what you shouldn't do, and all that stuff.
I feel it, coming in, go. Walking on my with that babe. He wanna save all the hoes, yeah, that boy need a cake. Clean up the cash with a rake. My girl a freaky, she tough with a tongue like a snake. Wonder how long it's gonna take. I dunk on the beat like LeBron, bitch,
So chances are, if you've been on TikTok within the last couple of days, you've most likely heard of this song. It's a catchy song, it's pretty cool to listen to, and in general, it's I think 12 seconds long. So what makes this advertisement good is that it's quickly UGC right in the beginning. It's got the grandma basically showing off the portrait. I know you could barely see the portrait, but the idea is there. She shows it and she has a reaction, and then it cuts to the little portraits of the dogs, and it's got this basically like it was a trend on TikTok for the last couple of weeks. And so I implemented a trending song, a trend, a little bit of humor, and actual UGC, user-generated content within this ad. So the idea is there. Obviously, it's not worth screen recording this and putting it into your own advertisement, because it's not gonna perform. It's more of just quickly for this video, but like I said, the structure of it is there. So next thing you need to be focusing on is creating an organic looking advertisement. Very different from Facebook or Instagram, because on Facebook or Instagram, when you have your ad and you want your audience scrolling through, you want it to grab their attention and them to be like, oh damn, and then click on it. TikTok is very, very different in that aspect, because your ad, obviously you want it to grab someone's attention. However, you do not want to make it look like an ad. You want to make it blend in with someone's For You page, which is where the magic is. I've actually had this strategy where send out one of my clients or my own dropshipping products to a influencer, and then they make videos for me. Later on, I'm actually going to show you the type of videos that they can create for you and give you some ideas and strategies for you to implement. And just like I showed you in that video before, it's honestly more of like a meme template. It's like a lot of jokes, you know, the dog, the cap cut, and because of that, it's going to look more organic and it's just going to perform better. Having a strong hook is very important because when someone scrolls through and sees your ad, they need to have a reason to watch it till the end. So therefore, you need to grab their attention and keep it. This is obviously easier said than done. There's some strategies what you could do. For some reason, reactions do pretty well. Sometimes like unboxing type videos can do pretty well because people are like, oh, what, I see a box. What's in this box? I want to see what's in it till the end. So that's why they stick around. So there's a lot of different ideas. You really need to test it out to find the sweet spot for your audience. When people use TikTok, not everyone has their sound on. So because of that, you want to implement captions. Not only does it make it so that people can read what's going on, but it also makes it so that drives more engagement. Because someone is reading your ad, they're more focused on looking at it and they're less likely to look away, because if they look away, then they have to watch it all over again, which is kind of funny to think about, but it's just human psychology. Because if you've already committed like 10 seconds into a video, you're like, oh, I'm just gonna finish it. I'd rather just finish it than instead of watching it all over again. It's just how it works, and it's just something interesting actually. As I said before, in the bottom left of your ad, you're going to have a call to action. Call to action bar is going to be customizable. So you can choose anything like shop now, which is heavily recommended for e-commerce products, download for apps, learn more, visit us, store. We got more here. So yeah, there's download, sign up, contact us, view now, order now, get showtimes, and there's many, many more. I think there's around like 15, 16. There's a pretty good amount, and it actually really shows you that TikTok is trying to be an advertising system more than just for e-commerce. Just like on Facebook, whenever you have an ad, just like Facebook, if you have an ad that's been up and live for a very long time, chances are it starts to just fall off. Even though your settings are exactly the same, your targeting is the same, everything is standard, it just starts to perform less. And a lot of people wonder why that's happening. Chances are it's due to ad fatigue. Ad fatigue starts to set in once people start to see the same ad over and over and over again. And because of that, the conversions are going to drop later down. Awesome. Now we got to the really interesting part. These are a couple of ideas that I have that you can actually implement into your strategy. If the product you're selling comes out of a box, it's a really good idea to have an influencer, or even you, or even just someone showing the box off the product, showing it how awesome it is, and then pulling the product out of the box, checking it out, reacting to it. It's a really good way because, just as I said before, when someone sees someone taking something out of a box, they're going to be more inclined to see what's in it. It's just curiosity, just human psychology. So you and I actually show it right here. It sparks curiosity. And I talk about it right here. It sparks your curiosity. So that's why it's just so strong. Chances are, if you're scrolling through and you hear someone talking about a really good product, you're going to hear them out. You're going to listen to what they have to say about the product, because maybe you're in the same situation as them. So let's say, for example, that you're scrolling through the feed and you see an advertisement for a gym pop up. Let's say that the person is talking about the gym and they say it's really good, but then they start giving in some in-depth reasons why it's so good. So let's say the gyms. Now let's say that they have really good equipment, it's new quality, it's just new, the gym opened like a week ago, and you're gonna think to yourself, damn, I've been going to a gym that's been open for like 30 years, it's got really old equipment, it looks nasty in there, and I just want to go to a different gym. So because of that, you're going to start thinking about, what if it was me? And it really shows some social proof that other people are using a product, a service, and it's going to make you feel more comfortable to try out and even give your business to someone else. So in the video I showed before, I was capitalizing heavily on trends. It had the music and it had the CapCut edit with like the 3D zoom effect. It's pretty cool, but chances are, if you've been on TikTok, you've seen it multiple times. When have you seen an advertisement that actually capitalized on a trend? Chances are, if you have, it's very, very rare. But when you see it, you're going to be more inclined to see it because it's new, it's fresh, and a lot of businesses just haven't been doing it, and I don't know why. If you have a makeup brand and you're selling a lipstick, first thing you should be doing is you should actually send your products out to some influencers, and a really good way to get some social proof is to have them do some type of application. So what I mean is they should put the makeup on, they should try it out, show how they look in it, talk about it. This strategy is best used with influencers, but it still will work with other people. If you're using influencers, please always make sure to get them to disclose, even if it's just a hashtag ad, we'll do it just so that a consumer will see that it's a paid ad. Alright guys, there it is. It's really simple. TikTok isn't as hard as everyone thinks it is. It's got a little bit of a learning curve. So as long as you do your research, do some testing, it's a massive asset to your business, and it's an amazing way to boost your sales. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.